What's going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome to another episode of Pacing the Floor, where we talk about oh my God, just keep on winning in 2025. Indiana Pacers, let's go. Man, it was scary in the beginning. Now, I always thought and knew we had to win because I knew sooner or later the Utah Jazz tank machine was going to go in full effect. We already got comments. Let's go. Cool cat code. Haven't watched the game as yet. Watching women's basketball, but from the box score, I see my guy Siakam shooting is coming back. Anytime misses games, it takes a few games to get back in rhythm. This is true. Same thing with Ben Mathurin. Woo, look at that one. um, but yeah, I mean, Utah Jazz got the worst record in the league. They should be straight tanking. But guess what? Like I said on a tweet, players don't tank. Organizations do. Front offices do. So gotta come out ready to play every night. We figured it out in the second half. McGard resign myself for 25 million a year. I know that's right. Let's go over these stats real quick. Indiana Pacers 140, Utah Jazz 112. Turner led the Pacers with 26 points, almost led all scores. He was 9 to 17, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. We're going to talk about that. Plus 3, 7 rebounds, 6 blocks. It was a block party out there. Jesus Lord. He was smacking some shit today. Um, Siakam had 22, 9 of 16, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, plus 16, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks. He out here trying to keep up with Turner. Halliburton, another double-double, 17 points. He was 7 of 13, 2 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He was plus 5, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 blocks. Damn. Wait till we get to the block total. Lord Jesus. Nemhard, Neesmith, 12 points. He was 5 of 7. 2 of 2 from 3-point range, plus 14, 3 rebounds. And Nemhard was had 11 points. He was 5 of 7 also. 0 of 2 from 3, plus 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Matherin coming off the bench with 20, 4 of 11 though. 0 of 4 from 3. Lord Jesus. Free throw merchant, 12 of 16. I think that tied, well, he might have a career high in free throw attempts. Or at least tied it. Plus 8. Shepard chipped in with 3. Plus 20. McConnell chipped in with 12, plus 13, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Obi Toppin chipped in with 6. He was plus 12, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Walker chipped in with 5. He was plus 16. And had 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Brown chipped in with 2, minus 4. Furphy on the board. Chipped in with 2, plus 9. And RJ Dennis Donut plus 9. Who killed us for the Jazz? Sexton. Colin Sexton. Man, he looked pretty good out there. He the only one left though. He the only one left. All these other people are nothing but backups and two-way and G leaguers and people I never heard of before. But Sexton, I think, is a starter, or he was at least 6 man. All the other ones are gone, hurt, out of here. That's why I said we should be able to get Kessler, Collins, Marketing, save them, make a trade with them, get one of them three. Um. Anyway, Sexton at 27. He was minus 27 on the plus minus. This fool who's this dude out here cranking threes? 17 points, 5 or 12 from three. Unbelievable. Minus 18 though. Collier, I heard of him. He had 15, like a backup point guard. Minus 20 for him. The rest of them, nothing. I have heard of Keontae George, but he ain't nobody. Um, he had 15, minus 22. Rest of them are nobodies. Let's go over the team stats. Jazz shot 37.5%. Damn. How would they ever win in this game? 39 of 104 attempts. Damn. That's a lot of attempts. A lot of bricks, too. Pacers shot 57.3%. Look bad as they looked in the first half or first quarter. I didn't think they would get. They almost had 60%. Got it together in that second half. 51 to 89. 3-pointers. Jazz terrible. 30.8%. 16 to 52. And the Pacers not that much better. 36.4%. 12 of 33. Jazz 85.7 for the free throws range and 18 to 21. And the Pacers were freaking horrible all game. Got together in the fourth, but 68.4%, 26 of 38. All them damn attempts bricking. They hovered around 50% for most of the game. It was horrendous. You're at home. You're at home. Inexcusable. Jazz had 21 assists. Pacers had 38. Damn. They both were tied for rebounds, 51 each. Pretty good. Jazz had 18 offensive rebounds. Pacers had 11. Jazz had 5 steals. Pacers had 8. Jazz had 1 block. Pacers had 17. Damn. Oh my God. 17? Block party. Jazz had 11 turnovers. Pacers only had 7. That's it for the stats. Pretty good. Um, any comments? Cool cat code. I also see from the minutes Pacers are playing their stars under 30 minutes. They always do. For real, for real. Man. What's the name is crazy with that lineup. Carlisle. Cool Caco, Turner blocks, not impressive. He's shaky as a center amongst his peers. You know what? We're gonna talk about that a little later. I heard something on NBA radio that was pretty interesting. Jolando, I don't want Turner back because we can look forward to 15.7 rebounds, 1.5 blocks a game. We need a center that gets us 20 points, 10 rebounds, and is physical and plays post defense. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Like 20 rebounds. Who was that?
Who?
That was Giannis. Giannis had like
Oh, yeah, the other day?
20 assists.
Yeah, he had a triple double. I think he had a triple double. Yeah. That boy went off. McGarb. Next, and so did Joker. Yeah, the 61, 10, and 10. McGar, next practice, we need all them boys to practice only free throws for 4 hours nonstop. No, at home, please. I mean, they make one, miss one the whole game, it seemed like. Cool Catco. I would love if Pacers can get Laurie marketing for Turner. Well, Turner's a free agent, so they have to be in the sign of trade. But I would love that. I would love that. I would love Collins too. I would love Walker Kessler. All three of them. Walker Kessler is money. He can't shoot threes. Don't care. He'll get you a double double, and he swats shit. He leads the league in blocks. He's a real rim protector when he's healthy. Cool Caco. Pacers definitely improved this season by making sure they win most of the. Whoa, no, they didn't. Not in the beginning. 2025 Pacers are beating the bums. Before that, oh, that's when we all said the ship was sinking and the world was coming to an end because they started off 10 and 15 and were absolutely horrible, losing to straight up bums.
Could have been had 50 wins by now.
Exactly. We should be teetering around 60 the way we started off that damn 2024 season. KM, good win. Good to see Siakam back. Let's keep it rolling. Yes, sir. Definitely want to keep it rolling. Like I said, it's playoff push time. No time to be struggling with bums. I think they literally were bored. We'll talk about it though. I don't even think it was a struggle. I just think they was like, damn, they the worst team in the league. We can't get up for this. And that happens sometimes. That's why you need a coach to have you motivate. And that's one thing I heard about Carlisle. You don't have he sucks at X's and O's, but he's supposed to be a motivator. That's what player coaches do. Got to motivate for these bum games, man. Got to. But don't worry about that in Denver. Yeah. They'll have plenty of motivation because we got to keep winning. Keep winning. Bucks and Pistons are on our they own it. So anyway, let's go over the Pacer notes real quick. Start off. Pacers keep shooting threes and missing against a weak Utah team. Meanwhile, Utah's making most of their threes. This what I want to see. This how I wanted to start. No, at home, Utah's on a loser streak. They want. They've lost so many road games. It's ridiculous. It's a franchise record, I think. Don't let us be the one. I was like, oh no. Get it together. I don't want to have a rage podcast because that would absolutely piss me all the way off if we would have lost to the lonely, pitiful Utah Jazz. Even the Wizards are better now. It's crazy. Anyway, I say, are the Pacers bored or are they actually struggling against the Jazz? Like, please tell me you're bored. Please tell me you're not struggling against the Jazz. Because what the hell you think you're gonna see in the playoffs? Just keeping it real. Um, more Pacers struggling with the Jazz. Pacers struggling against the Jazz, and Carlisle decides to sit all of his starters in the first quarter. Fool sat every last starter. It said, F it. I'm putting the bench in. See if they give us a spark. So I said, let's see if this works. Didn't really work. Spark didn't happen to the second half. But once again, at least Carlisle's trying something, but I wouldn't do that. Sit all your starters? Come on, bro. But they definitely got a lot of rest, as someone said. None of them had over 30 minutes. Go Carlisle. Anyway, Pacers down 38-20, 34-28 to the Jazz after a very and they're playing very shitty defense so far. That's after one. 34 points to G Leaguers and two-way players in a quarter is insane. Got to work on that defense before the playoffs start, please. Our 3-point defense has been horrible lately. All I see is people cranking threes. Now, they got it together in the second half, and Utah end up looking like Utah's supposed to look. But we can't slip up on these good teams, man. When they get cranking, they're going to keep it going because they're good teams. Worst team in the league is out playing the Pacers at home. What happened to the playoff push? Front offices tank. Players never do. Wake the F up, Pacers. I'm mad. Think I went to Twitter around this time. And, I had to drop a tweet. I think that's a tweet I dropped. Yeah, so that was, I don't know. I was mad. They told me to calm down, but it really looked like it was going to be one of them games where we was going to go back to the 2024 Indiana Pacers. Somebody even posted something about these look like the November Pacers. I was like, you ain't lying, bro. We 2024 looking right now. Damn. But this is a reoccurring thing I keep saying. Why do the Pacers keep chucking threes? They suck at it. Penetrate the damn paint. Now, yeah, they're a second half team. Guarantee that. But you could be a first half team if you didn't chuck those threes. You're not making them. It's the Utah Jazz. You can't attack the Utah Jazz. You wait till the second half to attack the Utah Jazz. I mean, everybody was attacking them in the second half. Why can't you do that in the first half? Then we're up by 30. Starters can rest. Starters need rest going to the playoffs. Don't struggle against bums. Blow them out. Let the starters rest. Give your bench more minutes because we're going to need them when the playoffs start. Anyway, Pacers end up finishing second quarter on a great run. And they were only down by 2 points at halftime, 59-57. All right, got any comments? They have halftime. All right, cool. We're in the third quarter of the second half. Pacers look a lot better the second half. Hopefully, they can get out of their slumber. Gotta give a shout out to Miles Turner. He brought the block party to the court. The man, I mean, the crowd, you can hear pin drop watching that game, the first half. Second half, crowd got into it because Miles Turner was smacking shit. He was outrageous with the smacks. And he had a great third quarter. He was going off. He scored double digits in the third quarter. Neesmith also was heating up. He heated up in the third, and the crowd got into it. It seemed like Pacers play better when the crowd's into it and they wake up and come to life. That's why we need to hold on to the fourth seed or try to get the third because that's what we want. We want the crowd into it. We want more home games in the first round than our opponent because we might need that. You know, it might go to game 7. You never know. But Miles Turner had to give a shout out to him for that, getting the route started. I already talked about the free throws. At some point in the third quarter, I'm pissed because we were 9 of 18 on threes, 50%. And it stayed like that for a while. I just kept seeing 1-and-1s all for a while. Make one, miss one. Kill me now. Anyway, we start the fourth quarter, and the real Pacers have finally shown up. I mean, let me see what those numbers were in the third. The third, we scored 41 points, but they scored 35. That's not good defense. Against one of the worst team in the league. But in the fourth quarter, we scored 42. That's 83 points in the second half. And they only had 18 in the fourth. That's a good quarter. That's good defense and good offense. And that won us the game. Pacers start the fourth quarter, and the real Pacers have finally shown up. A straight blowout in the second half. Pacers finished with a flurry. And then when you hear the "we want Furphy" chants, you know it's game over. Bring in the Furf! And you know the game is over. And they brought in the Furf. And he even got some points this time. So, good win. Good 3-game homestand. Had to get it done. Now we got some weirdo on the schedule game at Denver. We had no West Coast road trip. Why we gotta go all the way to Denver? Don't even make sense. Then back home. I don't know who made this schedule. But anyway, good win. Keep it up. And we'll be talking about these Nuggets in a few. I'm gonna give game ball. Who we give our game ball to? When the Miles Turner? Unbelievable. The guy we trying to chuck. Miles Turner. Congratulations. You get the game ball. You showed up, man. You showed up. You showed out. You act like you were in a contract year. I mean, you didn't get a double-double, but let's talk about this now that we're talking about Miles Turner. I heard on NBA radio from a very credible guy that was a former coach. He said, I think his name was Sam Mitchell. Yeah, he said, there are teams out there that want a rim protector, center. You know, a guy gets a lot of blocks and stuff like that. And he said, if you have a center like that, that means you have poor defensive team. That's what I was thinking, like, what do you mean by that? But what he said was the other 4 rely on the center to save them. The other 4 can't stay in front of their man. And it's all out assault to the center. That started reminding me, like, this is fucking Miles Turner. Then guess what he said? If your center is too busy blocking shots, guess what he's not going to be able to do? Get rebounds. I said, "That is Miles Turner." He's talking about Miles Turner. So when I say get a center to do a real center to do center shit, we also need to get players. They're going to stay in front of their man. Don't get a damn center. They can get rebounds like Sabonis, but sucks as a rim protector, and you ain't fix what's in front of him. You haven't got pure defenders that could stay in front of their man. You saw OKC. You see what OKC did to us. That shit, that's why I said they're gonna win a championship. Because OKC, they don't let you blow by them. They on your ass. Cool cat code. And we all know rebounds wins games, especially in championship. Exactly. But bottom line is, don't we can't just get a center without getting the people in front of them. I mean, a real rebounding center without the people in front of them doing their job. So when you really look at it, Miles Turner is the last line of defense. It's kind of needed. Now, we do need rebounding, and I don't think it's fair that 6'8" Pascal Siakam has to battle with bigs. That's why I say needs to be a three. And then you gotta get a snag like a marketing. Laurie marketing snags rebounds. He's like 6'10, something like that, 6'11. Collins snags rebounds. Walker Kessler snags. Sabonis snags rebounds. He dying over there. Make some trades. Give him some number ones. We get him back. Bring back Trebonis. We gonna kill it. Cause now we got somebody that's a rim protector, sorta, and we got a rebounder that can put stuff back. So bottom line, I don't know. The Pacers they gotta figure it out. You gonna keep Miles? You better get a rebounder to go with it because he can't do both. Or you get rid of Miles, get a real center, and get some pure defenders on his team. Preferably 3 and D. They're out there, or they will be out there in the off season. So I thought that was interesting, because that's what we got. We gonna have to figure it out though. Um, didn't do a Twitter poll. What's a YouTube poll? Do you, what was that? 50-50? Do you want the Pacers to resign Miles Turner? We got a 50-50 tie. That's probably what the Pacers think. Miles Turner's on the chopping block all the time, every year, every season. They don't know what to do with him. That's why they gave a 2-year extension instead of a 3-year extension. Because the 3-year extension, you can they could have what was it? They could have extended them or something, but they couldn't extend him because it was only 2 year and he had to be a free agent. They could if he had a 3-year, they could have tried to extend him. They couldn't extend him because he didn't have a 3-year contract. So, because they don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do. know I don't want him at center, or he could fake like he's a center. Well, he could be center, but somebody got to do the rebounding besides him. Bottom line, bottom line. We need another big, and I ain't talking about Ajax. Talking about an athletic scoring big, preferably rebound. Because I'm telling you, New York's about to do it. Cleveland's doing it. Victor Mitchell Robinson getting that starting lineup. Okay, see, he does it. Shit, even Utah does it. They all hurt, but everybody's going too big. We gotta do it too. Um, any comments before I go to the last game? All right. Next game, I mean. All right, Nuggets. Nuggets are up. You put that on there? You got that on there? All right. Yeah, cool. All right, Nuggets are up, and this is a tough one. This is a tough one, and this is another what I call it when we play OKC test. This is another test of the emergency broadcasting system. I'm telling you, man. These are playoff tests right here. Denver's going to the playoffs. OKC's definitely going to the playoffs. So we're going to playoffs. These are playoff tests at Denver. And I'm sure they got shit on the line. I heard the West is all tight. Matter of fact, we about to check it out. Standings, Western, ooh, playoffs. Mm, yeah. Okay. Okay, see 1, Houston 2, Denver's 3. They 4, 3.5 games uh, out of second, though, so they probably won't catch second. Lakers are 4th, and they're only a half game away. Golden State is 5th, and they're only a game and a half away. Memphis is 6th, and they are 2 games away. So is the 7th, Minnesota, and the 8th is only 2.5 games. We got a tight contest in the West, bottom line. So, hey, it's it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting, this game. In fact, let me see, did they play? Oh, they're playing now. The Warriors. Ooh, that's a good game. That's a tight race there. Let's see what's happening. Uh, Joker already got 17. Porter got 16. It's halftime. Denver's losing 66-60. Porter has 16. Porter has 8. Bron has 7. Where the starters? That's the starters? They ain't the starters. Who's P. Watson? Where's what's the name at? Oh my god. This dude out. Murray. Where Murray? Murray out. Oh my god. He might be out against us. Westbrook. They got an ugly team. Is DeAndre Jordan still in the league? Wow. Yes. Sorry. Only thing bigs. Yeah, they ugly. But Joker, you saw what he did. Boy went out and had 61 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Bad for the one he's playing now against Minnesota. Bottom line, that's a tough one. At Denver, they got the world to think about. Just look at us. are we stretching away? Let me see who playing right now. Any of them playing? Let's see. Let's see. Okukeko. Raptors win a chip by playing two centers at the same time. Exactly. Let's see. Kings Warner. Pistons. They won. Kill. Oh my god. Celtics won. Yeah. I think that's it. That's close with us. Let me look at the standings again. Playoffs. Indiana's fourth. Are we 3 games up with Detroit? 3 games up. With how many we got left? Like four or something? 4 or 5? What we got left? What's our record? 46, 7. We got 5 games left. Yeah. 5 games left. We got 3 game lead on Detroit and 3.5 on the Bucks. So what? 2 more games?
Denver, Wizards, Cleveland, or
Denver probably lose that one. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you on that. We might lose that one, y'all. We got a nice cushion, but they really don't. And they losing now to the Warriors. And Warriors got some they got some defense now. Defenders. So um I'm gonna say we lose at Denver, unfortunately. Who's stopping Joker? Who? That's all I gotta say. Who's stopping Joker? Nobody. They have not addressed that. Who's stopping Giannis? They have not addressed that. Who's stopping Cat? They have not addressed that. They're not addressing stuff. Only way we're gonna be able to do that is building a wall and figuring out how to learn how to play the zone without leaving somebody wide ass open for three. I tell y'all, about to get real interesting. But if we lose at Denver, we're gonna beat Washington at home. Is Cleveland still fighting? Let me see. There's Cleveland, Orlando, Cleveland. I think Orlando gonna tank. And Cleveland at Cleveland, they probably ain't gonna worry about the Atlanta. I think Cleveland's already locked up number one. Let me see real quick. Cleveland is up by 5 games over Boston. Yeah, so I think they already locked number one. Or about to. It's 5 games left. Yeah, so they're about to. I don't think they're gonna lose the last 5 games. So I think after next game should be locked up. Cleveland should be playing for nothing. Cool Caco. We lose OKC and Denver games. Hopefully we still stay at fourth. I think so. We were like 2 away from locking up fourth. I think 2 games away. If we lose Denver and then win, then we're 2 games back with 4 to play. Then we still got 2 more games we gotta do before we lock it up. But I mean, Washington, Cleveland ain't got nothing to play for. Okay, I mean, and Orlando is we should have the fourth. We should have it locked up. But I don't think we're gonna beat Denver. So here at pace of the floor, we say we're gonna lose our next game at Denver, which ain't a big deal. But if we win, I love it. And this is a test. We need it. No, I don't think we're gonna lose to Cleveland. Cleveland only needs 1 game, and they'll have that their next game. And I know their next game ain't us. Let me see what their next game is. Your next game Sunday, Sacramento. They'll beat Sacramento, win the East, and I will rest everybody unless they're dumb. So I think we could win all our rest of our games is and that would give us 50 wins, I think. Let's see. Well, how many wins we got? 46? Yeah. We lose, and then we win our last 4. That's 50 wins. 50 and 32. I'll take it. I'll take it and store it away. Anything over 48, I'm happy with because we had 47 wins last year. We were 6 seed last year, hopefully a 4 seed this year. That means we improved with the same damn team. So, we better brought back the same team. Better improve. Anyway, uh, any last comments before I shut it down? Alright, appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Pace of the Floor. We talk about those Indiana Pacers as well as the rest of the NBA. Anyway, don't forget to join that Facebook group. The link is in the description. And don't forget to follow us on the X at PTF_NBA and on Facebook at PT Space Floor. Also, you can follow me, Pacer Cop, on the X at Pacer_Cop. And on Facebook at Pacer Space Cop. And we'll see you on the next one. Let's get it done in Denver. Peace.